When Lily whispered, "He touched me again," to Hawk Turner, time stopped. Her stepdad Rick sat 50 feet away in his truck, watching. He had no idea 4 Hell's Angels were about to form a human shield between him and his freedom. Lily Marsh, only 8 years old, stood outside Miller's Diner that Tuesday morning in September, trembling despite the autumn warmth. She clutched her pink backpack, knuckles white, eyes on the cracked sidewalk. Other children were in school, but Lily couldn't go. Not anymore. Hawk Turner pushed through the diner's door after his second coffee. 30 years of reading people told him something was terribly wrong the moment he saw that little girl alone on the sidewalk. He approached slowly, voice soft. "Sweetheart, are you okay?" Lily's eyes met his, filled with fear, not of him but of someone else. "He touched me again." Hawk's jaw clenched. "Who hurt you?" "My stepdad, Rick Dalton." 50 feet away, Rick Dalton gripped his truck's steering wheel, watching the girl he thought he'd silenced. Hawk lifted 2 fingers toward the diner. Inside, 3 men recognized the signal instantly. This was a call to protect. Lucas Bloom emerged first, 6 feet 4 inches with tactical precision. Bear Mason followed, massive yet gentle. Jax Holloway came last, weathered and determined. They moved into formation without discussion, Lucas blocking the truck's exit, Jax creating a perimeter, Bear standing directly between Lily and Rick. Angela Marsh ran from the diner when she saw her daughter surrounded by bikers, but when she reached them and saw Lily's tears and their protective stance, terrible understanding crashed over her. Every warning sign she'd ignored, the nightmares, Lily's fear of being alone with Rick, the locked bedroom door. Lily ran into her mother's arms, sobbing. Angela held her tight, guilt overwhelming her. She'd chosen to believe a man she'd known 2 years over the child she'd raised since birth. "I should have listened sooner," Angela whispered. "I'm so sorry." Rick's voice carried across the lot. "She's confused. Kids get things mixed up. Always making up stories for attention." Lucas walked closer, words ice cold. "You don't get to gaslight an 8-year-old in front of witnesses." She spoke. "We heard her. Now we wait for the law." Jax was already on the phone with Deputy Jennings, relaying everything with precision. Within minutes, townspeople emerged. Mrs. Patterson, 73, a retired teacher who lived next door to Angela and Rick, found her courage. "I heard things through the walls," she said. "Late at night." Lily crying. "I should have said something sooner." She turned toward Rick's truck. He always had excuses. "I knew better." Other voices joined hers. The weight of collective shame settled over Main Street. Then Rick's mother arrived. Diane Dalton, 62, walked through the crowd with deliberate steps. She went straight to Angela. "I warned you 3 months ago. I told you to watch him around Lily. I'd seen patterns in him since he was young." Diane turned toward her son's truck, voice rising. "I raised him, but I won't protect what he's become. I will not stand between him and the consequences of his actions." Rick's facade crumbled completely. Deputy Jennings's cruiser arrived. Rick made one last attempt. "Angela, baby, think about our life. The house, the mortgage. Your job barely covers groceries. You need me. Don't throw everything away over a misunderstanding." Angela's expression flickered for a moment, the practical fears of a struggling single mother. Rick pressed harder. "We can work through this. Family therapy, whatever you want." Angela looked at Lily, still pressed against her side, and something shifted. She lifted her head. "I'm thinking about my daughter's life." Deputy Jennings, 51 and father of 3 daughters, approached Lily first, crouching to her level. He asked gentle questions, wrote everything down, then spoke with Angela and Hawk. All statements aligned. Rick called out, "These men have been threatening me. I want to press charges." Jennings turned slowly. "Mr. Dalton, I've taken 3 statements. Not one mentioned threats. What I have is a credible disclosure from a minor, corroborating testimony, and 4 witnesses who maintain peace. And this isn't the first complaint about you." Rick's desperation erupted. "This is harassment. You can't believe some kid. This is a setup. Richard Allen Dalton, you are under arrest for suspected child sexual abuse." The handcuffs clicked. The town went silent. As the cruiser pulled away, Hawk and his brothers guided Angela and Lily back to the diner. Linda Martinez led them to a corner booth, brought coffee, hot chocolate, and cinnamon rolls. Hawk explained what came next: statements, interviews, investigations. Lucas provided victim advocacy contacts. Bear knelt beside Lily. "You did nothing wrong. You were brave. That took more strength than most grown men show." Hours later the call started. Rick's sister accused Angela. Friends questioned her choices. Social media erupted with judgment. Rick's lawyer planted seeds of doubt. That evening, after Lily fell asleep, Angela broke down crying. Then came a knock at 7:30. All 4 bikers stood on her porch. "We'll be here," Hawk said. "Court dates, school pickups, whatever you need. You're not going through this alone." They explained their rotation: Bear handling school drop-offs, Jax connecting her with attorneys, Lucas working with the DA's office. Their example shifted the community. Mrs. Patterson brought dinner twice weekly. Tom Hendris offered Angela a job. A meal train started. One evening, Bear helped Lily with homework. She looked up. "Will you come to my school play?" Bear's face softened. "Wouldn't miss it for the world, kiddo." 6 months later, the trial lasted 4 days. Lily testified with clarity that left no room for doubt. 2 other victims came forward, young women from Rick's past. The pattern was undeniable. Guilty on all counts. Angela collapsed with relief. Lily cried tears of validation. Sentencing: 15 years, no early parole. 4 bikers sat in the back row. Lily turned and waved. The judge made an unusual statement. The restraint shown by these men prevented vigilante justice and allowed the law to work properly. 6 months after sentencing, life found rhythm. Lily started 4th grade, joined soccer, made friends. Angela became assistant manager at the hardware store. They attended therapy together. The bikers became family. The town shifted. Miller's Diner hosted annual fundraisers. Mrs. Patterson started a child safety program. One spring afternoon, Hawk helped install new locks. Lily watched from the porch steps. "You believed me when it mattered." Hawk nodded, unable to speak. Lily smiled, genuine, safe, healing. The Hells Angels didn't break the law that day. They upheld it. They proved real strength means standing between the vulnerable and those who would harm them, creating space for justice rather than taking matters into your own hands.